Picture this: white sand beaches, crystal clear water, reggae music drifting on a warm breeze. This is the Caribbean, you know, right? A place to escape, a place to unwind. And for a long time, that was the story. But there's another story brewing, one of innovation and ambition. The Caribbean is no longer just a pretty face. It's stepping onto the world stage as a tech hub. This is where the future is being coded, designed, and launched. From Jamaica to Barbados, from Trinidad to the Bahamas, a tech revolution is happening, and it's about to change the game, not just for the Caribbean but for the world. This isn't just about sunshine and beaches anymore. This is about brainpower and breakthroughs. The Caribbean is buzzing with a new kind of energy, not just the sun, but the energy of ideas. Young people are coding in Kingston, entrepreneurs are launching startups in Port of Spain, investors are taking notice. Why now? The Caribbean has always had the talent. Now it has the tools. High-speed internet is connecting islands like never before. Governments are investing in tech education, and the world is finally realizing the potential of this untapped market. The Caribbean is a melting pot of cultures, languages, and ideas. This diversity is its secret sauce. It breeds creativity, resilience, and a unique approach to problem solving. The Caribbean is not just consuming technology, it's creating it. Don't underestimate the Caribbean. These islands might be small, but their dreams are huge. They're not afraid to think big, to push boundaries, to challenge the status quo. The Caribbean is a region of pioneers. They've overcome colonialism, natural disasters, and economic hardship. They know how to adapt, to innovate, to survive. And now they're using that same spirit to thrive in the digital age. This is just the beginning. The Caribbean tech scene is young, it's hungry, and it's ready to take on the world. So buckle up, because things are about to get interesting. The future is Caribbean, and it's looking bright. Now you might be wondering, why the Caribbean? What makes it so special for tech? Well, let's start with location. Think about it. The Caribbean sits at the crossroads of the Americas. It's a natural bridge between North and South, English and Spanish, old money and new ideas. This unique position gives the Caribbean a front-row seat to trends in multiple markets. It's like having a backstage pass to the biggest show on Earth. Not only that, but the Caribbean is a melting pot of cultures. You've got African, European, Asian, and indigenous influences all blending together. This creates a vibrant mix of perspectives and approaches to problem solving. This diverse talent pool is a goldmine for innovation. It's like having a team of superheroes, each with their own unique powers, ready to take on the world's challenges. And trust me, the world needs some Caribbean solutions right about now. The best part? Caribbean governments are fully on board the tech train. They're investing in high-speed internet infrastructure. They're creating tech hubs and incubators. They're offering tax breaks and incentives to attract foreign investment. They're basically rolling out the red carpet for tech entrepreneurs and investors. And it's working. Young people are flocking to coding boot camps and tech workshops. They're starting businesses from their bedrooms and garages. The energy is contagious. There's a real sense of excitement and possibility in the air. It's like the Caribbean is finally realizing its full potential. Now let's talk about investment. Venture capitalists and angel investors are starting to realize that the Caribbean is a goldmine of untapped potential. They're pouring money into promising startups and tech initiatives. Why? Because they see the same thing we see, a region on the cusp of a tech revolution. They see the talent, the ambition, and the drive to succeed, and they want in on the action. This influx of investment is fueling innovation and growth. It's creating jobs, boosting economies, and putting the Caribbean on the map as a global tech player. We're not just talking about small-time apps and websites here. We're talking about game-changing technologies in areas like renewable energy, fintech, and climate change solutions. Let's talk about sunshine. The Caribbean has it in abundance, right? But now they're turning that sunshine into something even more valuable: clean energy. Forget fossil fuels. The Caribbean is going green. Across the islands, you'll find solar farms popping up like mushrooms after a tropical rain. Barbados is aiming to be 100% powered by renewable energy by 2030. Jamaica is building massive wind farms. The Bahamas are investing heavily in solar-powered microgrids. This is about more than just saving the planet, though that's a big part of it. It's about energy independence. It's about creating jobs and boosting local economies. And it's about showing the world that small islands can be leaders in the fight against climate change. Blockchain in Paradise, transforming finance, empowering people. The Caribbean is embracing the future of finance with blockchain technology. Moving money around can be slow, expensive, and a hassle. Blockchain makes it faster, cheaper, and more secure. It's about financial inclusion and empowering everyone, everywhere. Riding the waves of change, tech solutions for a resilient Caribbean. The Caribbean faces hurricanes, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions, but they're using technology to prepare and bounce back stronger. From early warning systems to disaster recovery apps, they're turning challenges into opportunities. It's all about building a safer, more resilient future. From farm to app, agritech is growing something special. The Caribbean is known for its incredible fruits, spices, and crops, but climate change and global competition are challenging traditional methods. The solution? High-tech farming innovations. Drones, sensors, and data analytics are boosting yields. Mobile apps connect farmers directly with buyers, reducing waste and increasing profits. It's about food security and thriving despite climate challenges. Now that's something special, don't you think? Let's talk about success stories because, the Caribbean isn't just about potential anymore, it's about results. Take YPay, for example. Heard of it? You will. This Trinidadian fintech company is like the Caribbean's answer to PayPal. They've created a mobile payment platform that's changing the game for businesses and consumers across the region. Remember those slow, expensive money transfers we talked about? Well, YPay is making them a thing of the past. But here's the thing, YPay isn't just stopping at the Caribbean. They're expanding internationally, taking on the big boys of the fintech world. And they're winning. Why? Because they understand the unique needs of emerging markets, something the Silicon Valley giants often miss. YPay is proof that Caribbean tech can compete and win on the global stage. They're not just riding the wave, they're creating it, and that's something to celebrate. YPay is just the tip of the iceberg. All across the Caribbean, innovative startups are popping up, each with the potential to become the next big thing. There's a real sense of excitement and possibility in the air. Take the Bahamas, for example, where a group of young entrepreneurs have developed a mobile app that connects tourists with local businesses. It's like Airbnb for experiences, allowing visitors to discover the hidden gems of the islands while supporting local communities. Or how about Barbados, where a team of engineers is developing cutting-edge, hurricane-resistant building materials. Their innovative designs are not only saving lives, but also creating a more resilient future for the entire region. These are just a few examples of the incredible things happening in the Caribbean tech scene. From healthcare to education, from agriculture to tourism, Caribbean innovators are using technology to solve real-world problems and create a brighter future for themselves and their communities. Now you might be thinking, that's great for the Caribbean, but what about the rest of the world? Here's the thing. Caribbean tech isn't just about solving Caribbean problems. It's about creating solutions that can benefit the entire planet. Think about it. The Caribbean faces many of the same challenges as other developing regions around the world. Climate change, poverty, access to education and healthcare. But because of their unique circumstances, Caribbean innovators have had to be resourceful, adaptable, and most importantly, creative in their solutions. The technologies they're developing, from renewable energy solutions to mobile banking platforms, have the potential to be just as impactful in Africa, Asia, and Latin America as they are in the Caribbean. And as these innovations gain global recognition, they're attracting investment and attention from around the world. One of the most exciting things about the Caribbean tech scene is the spirit of collaboration. Unlike Silicon Valley, where competition is often cutthroat, Caribbean entrepreneurs understand the power of working together. They share ideas, resources, and networks. They mentor each other and celebrate each other's successes. This collaborative spirit is creating a rising tide that lifts all boats. It's what makes the Caribbean tech scene so unique and so promising. Because when you bring together bright minds from diverse backgrounds with a shared passion for innovation and a deep understanding of the challenges facing their region and the world, amazing things can happen. The Caribbean is a shining example of this, and the world is starting to take notice. Now, let's get real for a minute. Building a tech ecosystem on a string of islands isn't a walk on the beach. It comes with its own set of hurdles, kind of like trying to code on a jet ski. You're going to hit some waves. One of the biggest challenges? Access to funding. Now, we talked about those savvy investors flocking to the Caribbean, and that's true, but it's still early days. Many local entrepreneurs struggle to secure the capital they need to scale their businesses and compete globally. Then there's the brain drain issue. The Caribbean has always been a talent factory, but for years, many bright minds felt they had to leave the islands to find opportunity. Thankfully, that's changing, but we gotta keep those brilliant minds right where they belong, building the future of the Caribbean. Section 2, Bridging the Gap, Funding the Future of Caribbean Tech. So, how do we tackle these challenges? How do we bridge the gap and unleash the full potential of Caribbean tech? Well, it's going to take a team effort, no doubt about it. First things first, we need more investment, and not just from big international firms. Caribbean governments, local businesses, and even individual investors need to step up and support their own. Think of it as investing in your own backyard, except your backyard is a tropical paradise on the verge of a tech revolution. We also need to create more opportunities for mentorship and collaboration. Connect those seasoned tech veterans with the young guns with fire in their bellies. Let's build a network that spans those beautiful turquoise waters where knowledge and experience flow freely. Section 3. A global call to action, investing in potential, unleashing innovation. This isn't just a Caribbean issue, folks. This is a global opportunity. The world needs what the Caribbean has to offer: fresh perspectives, innovative solutions, and a whole lot of heart. We need to break down the barriers that prevent Caribbean entrepreneurs from accessing global markets. We need to create more partnerships and collaborations between Caribbean startups and established tech companies around the world. Imagine the possibilities if we could combine the Caribbean's creativity and resilience with the resources and expertise of Silicon Valley, London, or Tel Aviv. We're talking about game-changing innovations that could benefit humanity as a whole. Section 4. The Caribbean, a beacon of hope and innovation. So let's get this straight. The Caribbean isn't just a vacation destination anymore. It's a hotbed of innovation, a launchpad for groundbreaking technologies, and a beacon of hope for a more sustainable and equitable future. The Caribbean has faced its share of challenges, but it's always risen above them, stronger and more vibrant than ever. And now, armed with technology and fueled by the indomitable spirit of its people, the Caribbean is ready to take on the world, one line of code, one innovative solution, one entrepreneurial dream at a time. The future is here, and it's got a Caribbean beat. So let's turn up the music, raise a glass of rum punch naturally, and celebrate the rise of Caribbean tech. The world is watching, and they're about to be amazed. Section 1. The future is Caribbean and it's lit. So there you have it. The Caribbean, a place where the rhythm of innovation meets the pulse of paradise. It's not just about sun, sand, and reggae anymore, though those things are still pretty awesome. The Caribbean is stepping onto the global stage, not with steel drums, but with lines of code, groundbreaking ideas, and that signature Caribbean swagger. They're solving problems, building businesses, and creating a brighter future not just for themselves, but for us all. This is a story about potential, yes, but it's also a story about results. It's about resilience, creativity, and the power of collaboration. The Caribbean is showing the world what happens when you combine raw talent with an unshakable belief in yourself, even when others underestimate you. So, pay attention, world, because the future is being coded in the Caribbean, and it looks bright, bold, and ready to blow you away.